At the start of the film we are shown that Andalusia, Spain 1492, a place here, the fight between two huge associations was going on for the Apple of Eden. The fight between Assassin's Creed and Templars was going on for years. Templars believe there is the seed of the disobedience of humans. The one who will get the Apple of Eden and will solve its problems will control human thinking. It isn't easy to get the Apple of Eden. None other than Assassins were protecting it. Later, at the start, Assassins' brotherhood is shown in ancient Spain. They were making a new member take oath for the protection of Apple of Eden. The main purpose of Assassins' life was to protect the Apple of Eden. They will not care about their life for this. Later, we come to the year 1986. A younger boy is shown, and when he returns home he finds his father, Joseph, has ended his mother. Now his father asks his son to run from there, as the guards of Templars Foundation will arrive here soon. The signature blade of Assassins is shown in the hand of Cal's father. Here we discover that Cal's family believes in the Assassins Brotherhood. Later, the story is forward into 2016. It is shown that Cal was arrested because he was blamed for a murder. He was declared the death sentence and he will be ended while injecting the poison. Cal fainted, and when he comes to his senses he finds himself in a research lab. Dr.Sophia meets him there, and she is the head of Templars Foundation, and when he tries to run from there he sees this is a huge facility. She tells Cal that he is dead in front of the world. For the benefit of people and to remove the violence. They are finding the Apple of Eden and they need Cal's help in this. There is only Cal, who belongs to Assassins, and she tells Apple of Eden is shown with a man named Aguilar. Then she connects Cal with a machine. With its help, he will be able to access his ancestors' memories. They find out the 1492 Aguilar assassin with the help of the machine through Cal's DNA. She tells him Aguilar is written in the assassin's DNA. Cal will go through the things and phases that Aguilar gone through in his time. He will not be able to change anything. Here, they can't change the past. Now we discover that Cal has a blood relation with Aguilar in real. Cal goes to Aguilar's memory and a huge war is shown there. There was chaos everywhere. Templars attacked the king of that time, Sultan Muhammad's palace. They have found Sultan's son. Now they were taking him while imprisoning him. Then the Assassins team arrives to save that kid, and there was a fight of Assassins with Templars and they were dominant over the Templars. Templars take that kid from there, but Assassins couldn't make them succeed. They were moving forward, and the present time is shown where the condition of Cal was worse. Now he was called back from the machine with which he was connected. Dr.Sophia talks to her father and tells him that they are near the Apple of Eden, as they have taken out Aguilar's memory from his DNA. Her father, Alan, becomes happy hearing this. Then her father meets a lady who was head of the Templars Foundation. The lady congratulates Alan for reaching near the Apple of Eden. She also informs Alan that they have to find the Apple of Eden, otherwise the people of the Templars Association will stop their research. Cal is shown awakened on the other side, and Dr.Sophia comes to meet him in his cell. Cal tries to end her, but she convinces him and makes him remember his dead mother. Cal asks her how did she know this much about him. She tells him when he was arrested his DNA was matched with Aguilar. Here they confirmed that Cal will take them to Apple of Eden. Sophia also tells Cal that his father was also an assassin and ended his mother. If Cal can somehow transport him to the Garden of Eden, humanity will be free of volition. After it, the humans will live calmly. Wandering in the cell, Cal sees other people like him. They belong to the Assassins family. They tell him he is the human who is the alone protector of the Apple of Eden. Now they have to stop Apple of Eden to go into wrong hands. Then, Alan is again shown asks Sophia to send Cal to Aguilar's past, as the head of the Templar Foundation has told him they don't have much time. Here, Dr.Sophia forbids her father for doing this because this will have an effect on Cal's body. He can even die if they will do this. Her father asks her to do this, and Cal was brought forcefully from his room. Then he was prepared for animus. His condition wasn't able to go into the past through animus. Even then he connects with the past, and it is shown in Cal's past that Aguilar and his companion were made slave by Templars. Now they will be burned in front of the whole kingdom. They don't lose courage, and the Templars guards get them on this stage, but Aguilar tries to escape and succeed in it. He also releases his companion, but it wasn't easy for them to run from here. The whole Templars army was behind them. They somehow fight with this army and escape from there. They run from there. The present is shown where Cal lost his connection with animus. He falls down and his condition was getting worse and his body was about to paralyzed. This paralytic attack was temporary. Dr.Sophia hurriedly cures him and Cal wasn't feeling all this right. If this will keep going on, he will be ended soon. Dr.Sophia makes him understand nothing will happen if he will connect with the animus with his whole powers. It discovers that Alan doesn't have time now. She takes Cal to her father for making him agree. He used to job in this research center. It is also told that Cal hates his father a lot because his father has ended his mother in front of him. Her father takes Cal to his father for making him agree. He is shown in this research facility. Cal hates his father a lot. Cal meets his father and there was a blade in his hands and was about to end his father. He stops and his father tells Cal that he has ended his mother so they will save all of them from Templars. He asks Cal to end him if he wants to, but don't connect with the machine that will connect you with the past. With this, Templars will discover the location of the Apple of Eden. Their brotherhood will be ruined. Cal doesn't believe his father and decides to go to the past and connects with the animus with his own will. So he will destroy the Assassins' Brotherhood while telling Templars about the Apple of Eden. After saying this, he was going to connect with the animus. Meanwhile, the other members of Assassins attack him, so Cal will be ended here and the Apple of Eden will be a secret forever. Meanwhile, the guards of Templars arrive there and save Cal. After it, Cal again connects to his past with the animus machine. He sees that Templars have demanded the Apple of Eden in return for Sultan's son. They tell Sultan now no assassin will come for his protection. Sultan gets ready to give Templars the apple of N. Aguilar and his companions arrive and come to Sultan, while ending all the Templars. Here, a head of the Templars and his warrior lives. There was a heavy fight between them. Aguilar's companion was ended in this fight. He becomes upset because he likes her. Aguilar ends the Templar's head and runs while taking Apple of Eden. As he moves forward and reaches a bridge, there was a whole team of Templars. They surround him and he jumps from the bridge and reaches the military of force. He gives Apple of Eden to a man and asks him to protect this. Here we discover the man was none other than Christopher Columbus's. They will find Apple of Eden at the place where Columbus's is buried. Cal sees another vision and many assassins comes to him and talk to him, and one of them was Cal's mother. She asks him to protect the Apple of Eden as they are assassins and their task is to protect Apple of Eden. Cal understands his father was telling the truth. The other assassins are shown doing breakout and the guards of the Foundation seals the animus completely. Sophia moves to Spain with her father. She gets the Apple of Eden, but then Cal decides he will not let this happen. He was also an assassin. Now he fights with the guards with all his companions and we discover the Templars' head will use Apple of Eden against humans, not for their well-being. They will control the humanity with this Apple of Eden. Dr.Sophia doesn't know this and the assassins are shown ending all the guards. Their assassins are also ended in this fight and the head along with Sophia leave in the helicopter. Cal fails to stop them and now Templars Foundation has got the Apple of Eden. They were doing a program there and the assassins teams arrive and Cal tells Sophia that assassins are protecting humanity for years while protecting Apple of Eden, and Sophia also understands that humanity will not be saved if Templars will have the Apple of Eden. She helps Cal and let them go inside and hear the team of Assassins and Templars team. The assassins secure the Apple of Eden. Similarly, the assassins have reclaimed the Apple of Eden. Here this movie ends.